Consistency is key. I've heard many people say this and I couldn't agree more. You see, things in your story have to make sense in order for the audience to feel invested in what's going on, but that can't be done if personality and rules established in the narrative change on a whim. You can't have a character who's very hyperactive, cheerful, and generally innocent and then turn their whole personality in the opposite direction. At least not without mentioning why. People want to enjoy the narrative and characters, but that can't work if there's no rule or restrictions on it. You can't do everything in real life, so neither should your characters. Whether or not if there's fantastical elements in the narrative, there should be rules to your universe.
Well, you've had your dream, old man. Time to wake up!
Most stories have a few moments like that. Maybe a character acts different all of a sudden. Maybe a character did something the story explicitly said they couldn't do. Maybe there's a plot hole or two in the story, and that's fine.
You what?
Fine in the sense that, yeah, it's there, but does it detract from the plot? Will the story suffer immensely because of one or two plot holes?
I don't know, it depends.
Well, you can say that about most anything. It depends. Of course it depends.
Of course it depends, of course it depends.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Of course it depends. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to throttle a little swamp rat.
That answer depends on the person, but for me, it doesn't. Let me bring up one example where it didn't ruin the experience for me, but left me a bit confused. This happens towards the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. This is about the only time I'm going to talk about Kingdom Hearts, unless you want more. So I wanted to talk about this particular moment. Spoiler warning ahead. After Ventus gets struck down by Terra, Xehanort, Aqua, Riku, and Sora prepare for battle against the Demon Tide.
We stand together.
She's ready to do this and defeat Xehanort so she can get Terra back, and then...
It can't be. No.
This goes against Aqua's character a bit. Now, you could make the argument she has some type of PTSD from her nearly 12 years in the realm of darkness and the fact that this happened, but I find this inconsistent with her character considering Aqua is such a determined individual. For her to just give up when things get tough just seems odd. There are other issues in Kingdom Hearts 3, issues that have existed since the beginning of the series as well as some new ones. That's just one example of why consistency is needed for your story, your characters. All of it has to be generally consistent. In more comedic moments, consistency varies, but it should still make sense and not be incomprehensible. Once you do that, the story and characters can come alive properly.
We're not gonna lose to you.